Thank you for joining, everyone. And today I'm going to give you a little story about Bangladesh art. And Bangladeshi art is very new art. And we had a folk art before the modern art started in 1971 after our great independence. But before that, we all had a folk art style. But then after the independence and the war happened in 1971, we started having different types of artists who pursued on modern art. And modern art is something that actually gives you idea about real life stories, right? Like a real father, real mother, real picture of a house, real picture of a story, and whatever it's happening around you, an artist will paint that on their canvas. So to give you some idea, one of our very good renowned artist was Joinul Abidin, and he was actually went to Kolkata. It's a city in India for fine arts, learning fine arts, and learning basically painting. And on that painting, while in his school, our country was going through a lot of problem is that after war our country was having a lot of less food, less transportation, less money. So we went through a difficult time after war. So Jainul Abidin was the first artist. He gave up his art school, and then he realized that I don't want to learn all these European Western art. I want to go back to Bangladesh and I want to draw and paint the real life picture, the real things happening around us, so people can see what's going on. People don't want to see like what's not going on, right? So he started painting all these beautiful. So this is him. I'm going to show you his picture. So this is him. This is him, and this is one of his painting style. And see, in his picture, in this painting, he drew a father, mother, all the real stuff that he sees around him, right? So another of his famous painting is this one. This is a beautiful cow who is struggling to get out of his the string that is holding him. So all these beautiful moments that he captured in his painting, and these real life incidents that are happening, his paintings tells a story, right? All this. So this style called realism, and we're going to draw a realism today. And one of his famous painting called Four Faces. This is a four faces, but we're not going to strict ourselves with the four faces. We're going to draw as many members we have in our family, like in your family, and I will walk you through. So first basic stuff about realism is understanding your background and foreground, right? So here you can see that all this background has different shades of color, like a dark color in the middle and then lighter color on the side where the light is coming. And when the light is coming, it is actually brushing the face more brighter side where the light is actually shining on the face, right? And it's dark on the other side of the face because the light is not coming from this side. So that is one of the basic technique of realism. Background and foreground and the light. And we'll walk this through while we work on it, okay? So I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to start drawing right now. And I'm going to take my 8x11 sheet or whatever the white sheet that you have close to you. And
like a question,
sure.
If কিছুক্ষণ আগে থেকে আপনার যে পিকচারটা দেখানো হচ্ছে সেটার ওরিয়েন্টেশনটা চেঞ্জ হয়ে গেছে, সো
ওকে,
ফলো করাটা একটু ডিফিকাল্ট হচ্ছে। আপনি যদি একটু চেঞ্জ করে দেন সুবিধা হয়।
শিওর। ওরিয়েন্টেশনটা চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাচ্ছে। আচ্ছা, is this okay or not okay?
আপনার পিকচারটা হলো এখন মানে আমরা ইয়েতে দেখতে পাচ্ছি আর কি।
Okay, hold on just a second, let me try it again.
কিরকম চাচ্ছেন আসলে বুঝতে পারছি না, মানে
is this better?
সিলভিয়া,
হ্যাঁ, is this better?
কিন্তু আমার মনে হয় এখন তো হরিজন্টালি আছে, ইউ ক্যান ট্রাই ইন ভার্টিক্যালি, জাস্ট 90 ডিগ্রি।
ও আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ, রাইট
90 ডিগ্রি রোটেট করলেই মনে হয়, দ্যাটস দ্য থিং আই থিংক রাশেদ ইজ আস্কিং, রাইট?
জি আপু, এক্স্যাক্টলি, মানে আগে সেটাই ছিল,
মানে ক্যামেরাটা তোমার পিছন থেকে আসতে হবে, তোমার যে ভিউটা সেই ভিউটাই আমরা দেখতে চাই, তোমার চোখে যেটা দেখছো আমরা সেটা
ফলো করতে। এক্স্যাক্টলি
হ্যাঁ,
আর একটু 90 ডিগ্রি করে ফেলো তাহলেই হবে।
ওকে, is this good?
Yes, thank you.
আরো সাদাটা এখন চলে গেছে,
হ্যাঁ,
সাদাটা আরো দেখে দিতে হবে।
How about this?
A little better, but
Much better.
Okay,
তুমি আরেকটু রোটেট করো, এটা তোমার 45 ডিগ্রি অ্যাঙ্গেল, তুমি 90 ডিগ্রি করে দাও। এক্স্যাক্টলি
Thank you.
পারফেক্ট।
but the problem is it's going to be hard for me to draw.
এবার দেখা যাচ্ছে ভালো, বাট দেখো তুমি করতে পারো কিনা।
হ্যাঁ,
তোমার ড্র করতে অসুবিধা হবে, রাইট?
হ্যাঁ, but this is better. Okay, so now what we're going to do is maybe I will do this way. I think this is my better angle. How about this? This is better, right?
Ji,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. So now, okay, so we're starting from our background. The green side is our background, right? So on the background, we're going to segment this 4 section. So I have 12 inch in here, and then I'm going to do, just take like 4.
Can I quickly go get my ruler?
Sure, go for it. So you just take like an eyeball and you just like do 4 segments. So I'm going to take one of my pen just to show that the 4 segments is happening, because my pencil will not show on your screen.
Could you wait for a second? I'm almost there.
Sure, take your time, I will wait for you. So see how I did 4 sections, and it doesn't matter, it doesn't need to be precise, as long as it's evenly spread out. You don't worry about making it too precise or too scaled. As long as you have nice, beautiful, generous 4 segments. You can also eyeball it. Okay, now I am going to take my green color. my green color, the dark green color. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put my dark green color Okay, so I'm going to take one of my brush, but you can do it with sign pen or crayons or any kind of color. So it doesn't have to be similar. So what I have is that I have dark green. My dark green will go to the two section of this part. So what we're creating here is we're creating the most far object of this space in the canvas, in the paper, right? And in this style of painting, it also sometimes works with timeline. What is timeline? Timeline means, like, say, in your family, your dad and mom came first, and then you came, then your big brother or big sister came, and then you came, right? So that is called the timeline of the realism. So what it happens is that oftentimes when you see or when you go to a museum, if anyone tells you about the realistic figure or realistic painting, you can tell that background goes always back, foreground goes always front of the background, and at the same time, the things that happened before goes on the background. Things that happened after comes closer on your canvas, time-wise, right? So that is also another component of realism. So I'm going to be very, very careful on the sides.
What if you have a little sister?
Yeah, so if you have a little sister, we're going to have you in here and then little sister in here. So your dad will go in the back, your mom will go with him, and then you and your little sister. So whoever comes first in the family, then after your big brother or sister or you, and then your little one. And be very gentle and careful on the side, right?
Excuse me? What if you're an only child?
Then you will have you only and no one else. You don't have to do another one. Okay. So another thing that Jainul Abidin, the artist that we're following today, his work is always line, going back and forth. If you look at his work online or anywhere else, you will see that he will only go back and forth, top and bottom. That was one of his style. And another style he followed is a line drawing that I'm going to explain later on. So I will wait for you when you're done with this too, and then raise your hand or let me know, okay? I see one person's done. Good job. Oh wow, Zakiafa looks good. Nivriti, how are you doing?
Almost done. Just have to do one corner, that's all.
Good job.
Now I'm done.
Rafia, you're done. Good job, Ma. Looks beautiful. I love the green color you have done.
Now I'm done.
Good job, Nivriti. Okay. Okay. So now, so can I start the second part?
Yes.
No, Suha says no. No, let's wait.
Okay. Okay, Suha, I'm waiting for you. Did we lose Arish? I think I lost Arish. I don't see Arish.
No, I'm sorry. I think we are here.
Okay.
He's not done yet though.
Yeah, we'll wait. Atoja looks good.
I love this seaweed color.
Suha, are you done?
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, so I'm going to move on, guys. So now on my color palette, I took a little bit of lighter green.
Medium green?
Yes, medium green or lighter green. And I'm going to paint the lighter green on this side. If you don't have medium green, what you can do is that you can take yellow color or orange color, something bright.
I didn't actually have dark greens, so I only had 2 different types of greens and I had black, so I just mixed all those 3 colors together.
Okay, great.
Do we have to be using paints? Can we use color pencils?
Yes, you can use whatever you like. This is the time you can use whatever you like. There's no rules for this art session. And then I'm going to do is that I'm going to use a little bit of yellow and my green in this side. If you don't have, you can use yellow, use your yellow color. Or what you can do if you have color pencil, what you can do is that I always do is that I take my color pencil together and hold it like this and then color it. So you can get 2 colors at the same time and it looks awesome. So you can hold your 2 colors together like this.
Is wintergreen color like this good?
Yes, that's perfect. So I'm going to use a little bit of yellow on this side and then finish our background. And then as we saw that in Jainul Abidin's style is always go up and down, not like this, okay? So whatever you're doing, we're gonna do up and down.
Perfect. There. Very light winter.
Omera, how are you doing? Good? Give me a thumbs up. Good. Can I see your work? I love the green. Beautiful. Good job, Ma. Good job, Nimriti. We're waiting for other people. Nice greens. Love it.
Thank you.
Lovely, Raifa. Okay, can we should I move on to the next one? No?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna put it.
So I'm going to set this background aside because I'm going to let it dry. And I'm going to take my another 8 by 11.
We need another paper?
Yes, we need another paper
Okay.
because we have to draw these faces, right? Atuja, are you ready? Good job. Okay, so now we're going to do is that on this paper, we're going to fold it 4 quadrants. So I'm going to fold it half. I'm going to fold it very nicely. And then so that I can rip it nicely half. Or you can use your scissor to cut it. I don't know where I kept my scissor, but you can use, oh yeah, I have it in here. So you can use your scissor to cut it nicely. And then I'm going to put it top of each other and make it another half. And I'm going to cut it in the middle so I can get 4 pieces. And what I'm actually making is that these 4 pieces will be my 4 faces of my family. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making 4 small papers so I can draw these 4 faces. Okay. Nibriti, use a scissor, Ma. Okay, good job. Now take another cut. Okay, so now what are we going to do with these 4 small pieces of paper, right? I'm going to draw the first person of my family, first 2 person, mom and dad. So for dad, I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to draw a square. See, the dad's face is just a square, but I'm not going to do a perfect square. On the sides of the square, I'm going to round it a little bit. So follow me.
Should we be using our pencils?
Yeah, you can use pencil, but I'm going to use my pen so you can watch it. So use your pencil so you can erase it. See, I made a nice round face, but which kind of looks like a square but rounded. And then I'm going to give 2 ears on both sides.
Oops.
And then I'm going to give just a little bit of hair in the top. And we're going to come and then do this nicely back again. But then just the line. So this is where it is. Joinul Abedin is also known for line drawing. There is no room for sketches in his drawings. He doesn't do a lot of sketches. He doesn't do like this. He doesn't do double sketch or double penciling. He always do one line and confidently. So be confident and do one nice line of your picture. So in here, see all these lines, right? One line for eyes, a little smaller one for completing the eyes, then 2 parallel line for the nose, and a little line for the mouth, and then 2 ears. As simple as it is. Okay? So I'm going to also give his...
What do you do for the lips again?
You just do double line, 2 double line, and then just hatch it a little bit inside. And then I'm going to do the mother, right? Okay, so let's do a mummy. So for mummy, I'm going to round it a little bit more. So I'm going to do square, but when I come back on the down, I'm going to round it like this. See, the 3 sides of the square is showing, but the bottom one is more roundy. Did you see that? Okay. And then on ear, I'm going to do more round 2 ears. And then mom usually has a lot of hair, right? So I'm going to give a lot of hair like this. And usually hair goes like this, right? It's not like that. And then she usually has a lot of hair, right? So a big round bun.
You have to do a bun?
You don't have to do a bun. You can do a ponytail, whatever you feel like. And I'm going to do same. Eyes are going to be like that, 2 lines, 2 parallel for nose, and this. I'm going to give her Okay, now moving on, we're going to do the first child of your family. It can be your big brother, it can be your big sister, or it can be you. So if it's a woman, then we will do a smaller woman like this, right? Or if it's a man, if it's a brother, then it will be a smaller brother like this, or smaller sister like this. And your sister can have a ponytail or whatever it is you like. So I'm going to do a big brother. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do same square. And this time, I'm going to do this. Did you see that? Same 3 sides, but then I am going to do a little pointy down. And then I'm gonna give hair. If it's a big sister, you can do this, similar. And hair. Same eyes, right? And then I'm gonna give him a big, nice smile. And I'm gonna give him this. Now I'm going to do my little sister or little me. So I'm going to do a little small roundy. So each time your scale of your mom and dad will be bigger. Then your first brother or first sister will be a smaller square than this one. And your little one, the little sister or little brother or you, will be smaller than these two. So big squares, smaller square, smallest square. Okay, great. Now let's get into paint these things, right? I'm gonna take my mom and dad first. I'm gonna keep this in here if you really need to see it. And then I'm going to take some skin color, which is the brown, but not too brown, right? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to mix my brown color with some white and make a skin color. So you can use brown. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to start from one side. If you take your picture, I'm going to do I'm going to start from my left to right. So left to right. And don't worry about the nose or anything. We're going to come and then do those back again. So just start painting. On your your sides. See, I'm doing only one side. There's a reason for it. I'm going to come back to it. Because we wanted to play with the light, right? It's a realism picture. So we wanted to make the face, the light is coming from this side. So we're going to make the brighter side on this side of the nose and the darker side of this side of the nose. So it gives the feeling of real portrait, right? So I'm going to keep aside and take the same color and try to draw mom on her only left side. Only left side. And don't worry about the colors going up and down because we're going to fix that. So we're just giving the color now. Okay. And we'll come back to it. So now, how are you everybody doing? Any question? Good. Start from a little bit. Don't worry about spilling it up and down or out of the line. We're going to eventually fix that. But our focus is we wanted to give darker shadow side of the face and then brighter side will be on the other side. So if you have two brothers, then you're gonna have like this, right? And if you have two sisters, then you're gonna have like this, two sisters. The one that I'm painting right now. Okay. Okay, great. So now I'm going to take a little bit of yellow color and mix it with my brown. What you can do is that you can take brown and yellow pencil together and then, or you can just take the yellow color. And I'm going to start from my dad again. And I'm going to do my brighter side where the light is coming. See, the light is coming. And whatever you do, this is the Joinal Abidin style. So we're going to do up and down, up and down. Okay? See? Okay. Now I'm going to do some of this. More brighter side. And then can draw.
Can we wait for a second?
Sure. Do you have any question, everything? Okay.
It's looking so beautiful, Silvia.
Thank you. Okay. So now we are, we need to do the body of the dad. So, okay. While you guys doing that, I'm going to do a little bit of paper. I'll go and bring a little bit of paper. And what I can do is place his a little bit of body that dad has. You don't have to do it if you don't have paper, but if you have extra paper, just draw that body and we'll cut this later on. If you just have time. But if you don't have time, don't worry about it. It's an additional thing. But I did a boo-boo. I was supposed to do this because it's a journal abidin, right? I did this. That's bad. So I'm gonna go back and then try to do all the stroke like this. Up and down, up and down. See, much better. Okay. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to take, this is the fun part. We're gonna take our scissor. Are you guys ready for the next step, or should I wait a little bit? Okay, Suha, I'll wait for you. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, okay, Suha? Okay. Omara, how are you doing, Mom? Okay.
I see Atuja showing a thumbs up.
Hi, Aris. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, she's still painting though.
Great. We'll wait for him. I know it's going to be challenging for those who have so many brothers and sisters. Atuja, let me see your faces. Nice. Good job. Cool. Should we wait for another few minutes, or you guys are ready? Are you guys ready?
Yes,
Raifa,
we are.
Raifa, you're ready? Raifa, are you ready? Nice. Good job. Okay. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to take our scissor and we're going to cut our faces nicely with a border. We don't have to cut it at the very end. Just gently cut the face. And we'll come back to the border back again.
Excuse me. So, my laptop's charge just got turned off, so I don't know what to do next. Could you tell me what to do next after coloring the light part of the faces?
Okay, did you finish all of your brother and sisters?
Yeah, I'm almost done. There.
Okay. And did you color all the light side and the dark sides?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now all I'm doing is that just cutting them with a little bit of border around it.
Yeah, but what about the eyes and stuff? Should we just like draw it again with like a black marker or Sharpie?
Yes, that's gonna be the fun part. We're going to use that after we put it on our canvas.
Canvas? Wait, you're
Yeah.
supposed to use canvas?
No, not canvas, just like our background. That's what I meant, our background. The green background that you just made. So, I'm going to cut these. And then my dad. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. And then I'm gonna have
Just have to cut all the over. So you're
All
supposed to
over.
glue it on?
yes, we're gonna glue it on.
Oh, I
So this is gonna be my dad, mom, and then that, and then the body. Okay, give me a thumbs up when you're done. I'll wait for you. Good job, Suha. Good job, Arish. Good job, Atoja. We're waiting for Nimpriti and Raifa. And I don't see others. Let me see the gallery if we have more people.
Silvia, let's finish it, and then people who are not done yet, you can go back to the video. I'm also not done, so we'll go back to the video and try to finish it so that we are on time. Okay. Thank you.
So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use my glue and do my father first. I'm going to
can I
use...
get my glue gun? Really?
Sure. paste your father first, right? And then we do the body. And if you don't have the body, don't worry about it. You don't have to do this part. And then I'm going to do the mom, right? And that can come just by this. And we're going to overlap it a little bit, like overlap a little bit on the ear of the dad, so that it looks like who's behind and who is in the front, right? The background and foreground effect. And now we're going to do the first one in the family came. And I'm going to put it like that. And then I'm going to do this, the last one in the middle. So the progression is from the top, and then we went through the steps. So behind is the most bigger square, that's your background. And then in front of it, mom. Then on the top of that is your first brother or sister, and then you or your little one. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take a Sharpie and I'm going to just highlight my dad.
Before I glue mine on, can I just quickly do it with a black marker and before gluing, since I'm using a hot glue gun? It's supposed to take about 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can do that. Totally. That's a good idea. All I'm doing is just highlighting the same lines I drew before. And then highlighting all this with the black marker. And then I'm going to do this here.
Nice.
You're just doing a double layer on the top of whatever we have drawn, like a nose, right? And a body. Okay. So now I'm going to take this is the finishing touch. I'm going to take my red or orange, like a hot orange, and I'm going to create a light effect on the face. I'm going to do only on the sides where the light side. This is the lighter side, right? This is where the light is coming from. So only on the light side, I'm going to put this orange effect, so that it feels like that's where all the light heat is coming, and then right. So I'm going to. This is the last thing we want to do. Only on the lighter side. That gives you a depth of light to shadow. And to create a shadow, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to remember the first green colors, the big green colors. I'm going to give a big green colors on the darker side. Just one brush around it. Just only on that side. It gives the shadow effect, right?
So how do you do the effect again?
The shadow or the light?
Both.
Okay. What I'm doing is remember how we have divided our faces, like darker on the left and darker on the left side and brighter on the right side, right? So on the rightmost face, we're going to take a brush and take like a hot orange color, like a very orange color, and we're just gonna brush the side, not too much, just the side of the brighter side, like a jawline.
Okay.
Yes, because it gives you effect of highlight, like, you know, just a higher light, and then brighter face, and then darker side. So it gives you light and shadow and light, right? So same thing on the darker side, we're going to take like the darkest green color, right? The darkest green color we have that we used for this background. In the middle section, we're gonna take it on the darker side, outside of the face, and then do a line. Just a line outside of the face, just like that. So that gives you effect of your shadow. So this is a very good trick. Whenever you do a light and shadow on a face, your bright color or light color will come inside of your face, and shadow will go always back of the face. See, I'm not putting shadow on inside of the face. I'm doing the shadow behind of his face, like that. But then the light, I'm actually putting in on the top of his face on this side. That's a big trick. And that also gives you idea of realism, because in the real life, shadow always comes behind you, right? That's why we are drawing the shadow behind. And in real life, light always shines on top of your face. So that's why we are putting the light on your top of your face.